Hey, how are you guys? If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. And today I'm gonna talk about the low rider S, the Harley Davidson. So this is I think like is the sporty, the most sporty Harley, but it's still like a cruise. But this Harley they have like something I think like the first time, right? Never another Harley they have that is the suspension. So the suspension is upside down like the super bikes, and this Harley Davidson they have that. I did the test ride, and to be honest, I like it. I really like it. I almost bought the bike at that day, but unfortunately, the Harley Davidson financial they didn't approve me, and that's really sad because it was a stupid reason. So unfortunately, they didn't approve, so I didn't bought the bike. I was thinking to finance it through another bank, but after that, I've been thinking to buy another bike. So I'm looking more for the BMW R1250 GS8 or the GS. But today we're gonna talk about this motorcycle and why you should buy and why I don't think you should spend a lot of money, because after a while I was thinking like, then the lowrider S, it's a really nice bike, but I don't think this bike worth that amount of money. Because if you look, for example, the Yamaha MT-09 SP, you have way more technology in a bike costing like half the price, you know? And with the Yamaha MT-09, you're gonna have a lot of fun with that bike, and definitely you're gonna have a lot of fun with the Harley Davidson. But the base price is like $18,000, and plus destination charge, plus the dealer fee, plus this and plus that. And some dealer they try to sell you $24,000. Some dealers they're gonna offer you like $19,000. So in a Harley Davidson, somebody, if you don't search, if you don't know how much is the price of the bike, probably gonna pay way more. So look for that. So this is the new engine. So it's the Milwaukee 114, and that bike has 1,164 68 cc. So it's almost like 1900 cc, and you get like around 155 Newton torque, right? So that's a lot. And this is what is really good in this bike, because when you have a bike with a lot of torque, that means you have fun, because you even don't need to worry about your gear. So if you're staying like in sixth gear, you have a lot of power to just like give you like full power and go on. And that's amazing. I love that. And another thing is, because the lowrider S, it's like a sport bike, the way you handle the bike, like you do the turns and everything, it's definitely like amazing. Like you don't feel the weight. It is heavy, but you don't feel a lot. That bike probably will go like top speed like 120 miles per hour. It's not like too fast. You don't have actually like a Harley Davidson, like a fast Harley Davidson. Well, they used to have before they changed the electric, right? The electric I think is the fastest Harley Davidson 0 to 60, something around like 3 seconds. But if you look for all the other Harley Davidson, stock Harley Davidson, I'm saying, because people like they put like a new engine, they put an exhaust and everything. So definitely the bike's getting like faster. But if you buy the bike, I think like the fast Harley Davidson are gonna be around like 4.5 seconds, 0 to 60. So it's not like a racy bike, like Harley Davidson, in my opinion, never never gonna be like really fast. Only if you change things in the bike. But if you buy the bike, you have to think about that. You know, you're not buying like a super sport bike. You're not buying like a CBR 1000. You're not buying the Yamaha R1. So you're buying like a cruise bike, you know, a bike for you have fun, for you travel, and a bike who has a lot of style. No, it's the bike. It's beautiful, you know. It's one of the bike like one of I think like it's my favorite Harley. Definitely, it's the most beautiful Harley I think. And give me your opinion. Would you buy this motorcycle, or do you think like with $18,000 or $19,000, you have a better options? So at the time, I love the bike. I'm not gonna lie, and I was trying to buy, but nowadays, you know, like when you set it down, you start to think more, and I thought like, hey, with like $19,000, so I can like, you know, get the BMW 1250 GS. So this bike I can do everything. This bike you can have like quick shift. The Harley Davidson doesn't have quick shift, and you have way more electronic. With the Harley Davidson you don't have a lot of electronic. You need to put this in mind. The only thing you have is like ABS and I think like ABS, and you have track control. You don't have cruise control. Look at that. You're gonna pay like $19,000 in a cruise bike, and you don't have a cruise control. Seriously? That's fucking insane, you know? If you buy the MT-09 SP or even the regular one, you have the cruise control. So Harley Davidson's gonna charge you fucking $300 for the cruise control, you know? And you're paying like $19,000 for a bike who doesn't have a cruise control. Man, I don't think like it's worth it that much. I think like that bike, for the technology they offer, supposed to be around like 14 grand, you know, 15 grand and at the top, you know, maybe, yeah, 15 grand or 14 grand, not more than that, you know. They should offer like quick shift. They should give to you like GPS, you know, like a better dashboard, all those things. And they should give you like, at least they should give you the cruise control. That's like a shame on Harley Davidson, you know. But it's a good bike. You can, you know, do a lot of things with the bike. You can change a lot of things in that bike, but still a lot of money, right? So you have like a lot of options. You have like Ducati Multistrada and everything. But that's my opinion. So if you buy the bike, I believe you're gonna have fun because it's a really good bike, right? And if you have the money to spend, then go forward. You know, if that's your dream, that's what you have to do. Okay? I think like the most important is riding the bike. Wherever you're gonna ride, you have to go, you know, and ride. If you have a scooter, if you have any kind of like motorcycle, a lot of people they say like, oh, the scooter is not a motorcycle. Well, man, in my opinion, it's a motorcycle, you know. You have like to keep your balance in like two wheels, you know. You have the throttle, you have everything like in a motorcycle. So it's the same principle, you know, like the same thing. You need to think like it's a motorcycle. But the four wheel is not a motorcycle. And this bike, like I said, it's a lot of money for me, but if you can afford it, go forward. And maybe next year they're gonna include cruise control, you know, like more stuff in this bike. Or maybe they're gonna bring a new engine, you know, like the 135, because the 114 is not that fast. You can buy the Indian sheath, something like that. And that one come with like a really nice dashboard, the panel, right? I think called like that. and you have like a GPS, you have a lot of stuff that is digital, and with that one you have more torque too. So I want to hear your opinion. So Harley Davidson, almost 1900 cc with 95 horsepower, and what else? Suspension upside down, key fob. And one thing is really nice, like if you don't have the key or the battery it's not working, you have a code, you know, and with this code you can start the bike. So it's like my scooter, the X Max. It's really nice, no? But for $19,000, you should have that. And what else? Well, I don't think like there's nothing more to say. Oh, 155 torque, you know, like Newton torque, and you can go around like 120 miles per hour. Would you spend $19,000 or $20,000 in this bike, or do you think you can buy something else? Give me your opinion. I love the bike. I think like this bike, it's a really good bike if you have like as like a second bike, you know. For example, I want to buy now like the BMW 1250 GS, and after I buy this bike, I wish I could have the low ride ass. But I think like I'm gonna buy a used one, because for the new one, I believe it's a lot of money. So I'm gonna wait until like I can buy one like cheaper, around like 14 or 12 grand. But it's a really good bike. And one thing I love in the Harley Davidson is the sound. So when you start the bike, it's amazing. You know, if you put it like exhaust, it's awesome. But with the stock exhaust, it's not that good. But I hope you guys enjoy, and see you in the next video.